Police deliver chilling update as Dylan's silence leaves Emmerdale family trapped. The police bring devastating news to Rye and the wider Emmerdale community after questioning Dylan, who remains confined to a hospital bed, critically injured after Ray deliberately ran him down. The brutal attack was live-streamed directly to Maren, Rona, and April, leaving no room for doubt. This was not an accident, but a calculated warning. As the footage unfolded, Celia's grip tightened unmistakably. Everyone watching understood the message immediately. There was no escape. Only moments earlier, April had finally found the courage to confess to Maren that Ray had forced her into dealing drugs. For a brief second, it seemed possible that the truth might offer a way out. That fragile hope was crushed almost instantly. Rye made it brutally clear that there would be no freedom, and the family was forced to accept the horrifying reality: they were completely under his control. With no other option in sight, April resigns herself to continuing until her so-called debt is paid. Meanwhile, Maren horrifies Rona by beginning to consider how he might raise the money himself, whatever the cost. The strain is relentless, pushing each of them closer to breaking point. Haunting April's every thought is her belief that she killed Callum, the man who paid to have sex with her. She struck him with a heavy object and believed he was dead, something Rye later confirmed. What April doesn't know is the truth: Callum is still alive. Rye has deliberately allowed her to believe she is a murderer, knowing that fear of the police will keep her silent, obedient, and trapped. In the episodes ahead, Maren and Rona pin all their remaining hope on Dylan. If he wakes from his coma and tells the police everything, surely Celia and Rye can finally be exposed. Dylan becomes their last lifeline. April, however, sees the danger more clearly than anyone. She knows that if Dylan speaks out, his life could be at serious risk. Overwhelmed by fear and desperation, she begs him to stay silent. Ray is equally on edge as DS Carter questions Dylan, waiting to hear whether his empire is about to unravel. His relief is unmistakable when Dylan tells the police he can't remember anything about the attack. No details, no accusations, nothing the police can act on. But Dylan hasn't forgotten. He knows exactly what Celia and Rye have been doing, the way they trap people, the drug smuggling, and the modern slavery operating on Celia's farm, including the horrifying situation involving Beowulf. His silence is not caused by memory loss, but by the knowledge that speaking out could cost him his life. With the police no closer to shutting down the operation, Maren and Rona are left terrified of what lies ahead. Celia and Ray remain untouchable, and the danger feels closer than ever. And as Mary prepares to return from her holiday, Rona makes a desperate decision. Determined to protect her mother at any cost, she resolves to take matters into her own hands, even if it means crossing lines she never believed she would.